You know, I'm gonna have to do more videos with people that cook or bake because this is how I get the free samples. Look at the strawberries that we're about to make. But even better, look at this beautiful young teenager entrepreneur who is making, what are we making?
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh my gosh. Royals, do I have an interview for you? All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Proverbs 14:23, New International Version. Welcome and welcome back to another episode of The Royal Professional. My name is Rokia, also known as MsQueenRo. I am a brand strategist, owner of Royal Consulting, a one-stop shop created to support your business, brand, and career development needs. If you want to learn more about me and how my business can support yours, be sure to check out my website link in the description box below. If you want to see me in a more personal light, then head over to my lifestyle playlist to watch the My Royal Diary series. But enough about me. We are here to talk about the beautiful, the talented, the young, but in a good way, Mallorie Mai. Personally, I have known Mallorie since you didn't even exist. I know Mallorie since she was a thought in her mother's and her father's imagination. As me and her mom like to say, we're not getting old, y'all are getting old. You had in here that you were graduating senior, but honey, you have already graduated.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
She is a graduated senior from high school. And now, and been 3 years now an entrepreneur, correct? Oh my gosh. Now a little bit about Mallorie. She is the owner and head baker of Mallorie Sweet Treats. She started baking about 3 years ago, which made you about 15, right?
Yes.
She's now 17. During the time of COVID and quarantine, she spent the majority of her time at home baking and trying out new recipes, which led her to start selling her treats. Mallorie has always had a passion for baking and being in the kitchen because she would always watch her mom cook. And by the way, I've tasted her mom's cooking, so I know where she gets her talent from. Now that she's graduated high school, Mallorie wishes to go to college and earn a degree in baking and pastry arts. She also hopes to open up her own bakery one day. Mallorie Sweet Treats is a brand that specializes in mainly chocolate covered treats, but they offer other treats such as cookies, cupcakes, and cheesecakes, and cakes, which is coming soon. Mallorie first started her business by selling cupcakes, and she eventually added more items such as chocolate covered strawberries, pretzels, breakable chocolate hearts, and hot cocoa bombs. Whew, that's a lot. But
Yes.
such a good set of things in only 3 years.
Yes.
So I read it, but now you tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you into baking. Just start us from the beginning.
Okay, so I first started baking during quarantine, of course. Me and my mom, we were bored and we wanted to try out new recipes that we saw online. So we started cooking up in the kitchen, and then I was like, maybe I can actually turn this into something and start selling it to people. And then that eventually led me to where I am today.
But who thinks to become an entrepreneur at 15 though? Like, where did you get the idea to actually start making money from it and not just keeping it a hobby?
Well, my mom is an entrepreneur, actually.
Yes,
She
she
owns
is.
2 of her own businesses. And so I got that, well, I learned that mindset, from my mom. She's her own boss.
So y'all were bored, huh?
Yes.
I mean, COVID quarantine
Yeah.
kind of made it that way. To
Yeah.
where, why not start? And then because your mom is an entrepreneur, that made it easy for you to
Yes.
go into. So did she help you with some of the steps that you need to make becoming an entrepreneur?
Yes, so she helped me create my menu of what I wanted to sell. She helped me think about the pricing, how to go about that.
Okay, Mallorie, what are the steps in making chocolate colored strawberries?
Okay, so first I wash my strawberries with vinegar and water and I let them soak for a few minutes. And then after I rinse them out, I dry them with paper towels and then I put toothpicks in them. And then I get my melted chocolate and then I microwave it. And then I bunch them up like this, the leaves at the top, and then I dip them in my chocolate. And I make sure to cover the whole strawberry.
What type of chocolate are we using?
This is milk chocolate. And then I just shake off the excess, like that, and then I lay them on a parchment paper to dry.
And how long do we need to set them to dry?
Usually the chocolate dries pretty quickly, so it doesn't take that long. Maybe like a couple minutes.
How often do you get orders for chocolate-covered strawberries?
Recently I've been a little bit slow, but usually a couple weeks, like a couple every few weeks or so.
Is it mostly Valentine's weekend or Valentine's Day, around that time that you usually get
Yes,
the order for it?
yes, that's my most popular time when a lot of people order. But you know, throughout the year, people do orders for like anniversaries, birthdays, stuff like that.
So, explain your startup phase for anyone at a teenager age would like to think they want to begin, even if it's not a bakery, something along just becoming an entrepreneur. What do you think would be like the first step they need to do?
Well, it all starts with an idea.
True.
So have a plan for that of what you really want to do and what you want your business to be about, what you want to create.
How do you like want to market your business? And all that stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
how you want to market your business, who your audience is, your target audience.
Who's your target audience?
Everyone really.
Because everybody wants to eat.
Yeah, everyone loves desserts,
Yeah.
so you know.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you have anything like, can you make sugar-free as well?
I'm working on that, like gluten-free recipes, like dairy-free, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm working on that and testing out recipes for that.
Perfect. And by the way, she is located here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'll provide all of the resources on how to get in touch with her if you are in the. She's not shipping yet, but in the Charlotte area, on how you can get your baked goods delivered. So I'll provide that later in the video. All right. Now, speaking about marketing, how do you market your business?
I use social media. That's my main
Platform.
platform I use. And a lot of word of mouth. So like my customers who have ordered from me previously, they tell their friends and family like, oh yeah, I ordered this from Mallorie. You should contact her, place an order with her and stuff like that.
Word of mouth is probably going to be the best word to way the market, because I know me as an entrepreneur, word of mouth usually works the best. But how has social media has helped you?
So I promote a lot. Like I post my menus on there a lot, and I just advertise a lot.
And then pictures.
Yes,
and videos.
pictures, videos. That helps a lot, so people can know what I actually offer and what it looks like.
I follow her on Instagram. So since we're already here, go ahead and shout out your Instagram first.
My Instagram is @MallerieSweetTreats.
Yes. I follow her, and just me looking at the pictures and the videos that she posts of her sweet treats makes me want to order. So if you're not following her, please go ahead and do that at Mallorie Sweet Treats, Instagram mostly where she's active.
Yes.
Now, as entrepreneurs, it's all not sweet and rosy and everything as starting off. What's like a problem that you've run into when you first started?
Let me see. At first, I wasn't getting a lot of orders as I expected, but eventually, as you know, I kept practicing what I was selling. I got more orders over time.
What about your friends? Do they help in some way as well, or at least they're good customers?
Yes, a lot of people I know, like a lot of my friends, they would place orders from me. They like my posts, share my posts, tell their friends and family to place orders and stuff like that.
Okay. Now, you're not really allowed to, well, when you were in school, to solicit in school, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I figured it could be an issue as well. But if somebody heard of you, right, they can place an order that way?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How many strawberries do we have?
I think this is 13.
How much would a case of 13 cost?
So I go by the dozen. So usually
dozen, okay.
half a dozen is like 25, and then a dozen would be like 40 to 50.
Yep. So this literally doesn't take that long to do, right?
Yeah.
If you want chocolate in the microwave, and then this just sits here.
Yep. And there you have it.
That's so pretty. Now, sometimes you put like sprinkles or something on the outside.
Yes, or I usually drizzle it in like chocolate as well.
Or white chocolate, okay,
Yes,
to make it decorative.
Yes.
Just know after this interview, I will be eating one of these. So just to let you know. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what's like your next goal? Because I mean, we go into problems, but then every year we are at the side of the new year. Which, by the way, thank you for being my first interviewee
Thank
for
you
the
for
new
having
year
me.
of 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
What's your big goal? What is next for you?
Okay, so I do want to eventually start adding cakes to my menu. I've never made a cake before or like decorated a cake or anything like that. So I do want to start adding that. And then I do eventually want to open up a bakery. Maybe not now, maybe in like a couple years or two. But yeah, that's one of my goals right now.
Okay. So you mentioned you did want to go to school though.
Yes.
Is that still your plan?
Yes. So in the fall, I do plan on attending Central Piedmont Community College.
Good for you.
And I'm going to do their baking and pastry arts program. Yes. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I do want to say thank you, Royal, for tuning in for another episode of The Royal Professional. If you are an inspiring entrepreneur and would like to appear as a guest on this podcast, please visit my Instagram page, Royal Consulting Biz, that's B-I-Z at the end, and send me a direct message with your request. Also, I'd like to ask and thank you for your thumbs up for this video. You just in case you forgot. And then pressing the subscribe button to help us out to grow this channel, but then also grow this podcast as well so that we can help other aspiring entrepreneurs grow their business. How do your parents support your business?
They motivate me a lot, and they help me whenever I need supplies. Like before I could drive, they
I'm about
would
to say, because you just got your driver's license.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
So how are you getting those deliveries too?
So yeah, before I could drive, my parents would take me to the store, get the ingredients I need, and whenever I would have orders, they would take me to go drop it off, deliver.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And how does that work when it comes to safety though? Now I think you're okay so far as like, because you're driving on your own, so you'll drop off your own deliveries. But before, when you first started, so they were dropping you off, so to make sure, because you would meet these people that you've never known.
Yes. So sometimes they would come to my house, and I wouldn't really go like meet up with someone unless I know them in real life.
Okay.
So that's how I go about that.
What is one piece of advice you would want to give a fellow teenager thinking about growing their business? You gave them steps like for the idea, then marketing and things like that. But what's one piece of advice? Because being an entrepreneur, even as an adult, is it's hard, and it can take a toll on your mental health.
Yes.
So how would you help another fellow teenager looking to become an entrepreneur?
I would just say you can do it, and as long as you work hard towards it, it'll be successful.
Yeah. Working hard, like what does that look like with you? Like how did you balance your homework? You had a job too. You still have a job.
Yes.
Yeah. Job meaning 9 to 5, because being an entrepreneur is a job.
Yes.
And then baking. Like how did you balance all that?
Honestly, just staying organized and being on top of my orders, my homework, my work, and then time management as well. Making time for all of those things at the same time.
Yeah, and you prioritize as well. What
Yes.
Homework, school.
Yeah,
was
homework first.
I know my mom. So she don't play when it comes to academics.
No, she does not play.
She would tell Mallorie to put up the strawberries
Yep.
and go get your homework.
Do the
done.
homework first, and then everything else.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
Speaking of strawberries, what's your favorite treat that you've made?
Let's see. I think I like to make cupcakes. Yes.
Make them and eat them?
Yes.
Well, this is what it looks like packaged. Look at the pretty package and everything together. Look at this. Look how pretty this is with everything. All right. And I'm not even really a chocolate girl. Reagan is. But this is perfect. Like, it's not too bitter. The strawberry is sweet. Mallorie, you did your thing. All right, we've talked about a lot about where you're going to school next, since you've already graduated. Speaking that you graduated, technically you walk in June, right?
May.
Oh,
It's
May.
Yeah,
May.
yeah, yeah.
You walk in May, but you've already technically graduated
Yes.
high school before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great that you had enough electives and courses to be able to do that. I'm working hard for my daughter to do that as
Yes.
well. But now you have a little bit of open time. I know you do still go to like a 9 to 5 type of job as well. What else are you doing to fill your time up?
So I really want to put more time into growing my business and expanding my menu and just trying to take more orders so that I can use my time more wisely.
All right. Well, that's perfect timing to be able to do that. You have extra time to do that. And since you are talking to a brand strategist, do you have any questions for me to help to grow your business as well?
Well, what do you think is a good piece of advice to, help me market my business?
Yeah. So as a brand strategist, I look for entrepreneurs to make sure they look great. You already have the brand. You have your name. You have you're on social media. What I have noticed though is that you don't have a website, and off camera I did ask to make sure she didn't have a website, and she doesn't. But in her defense, she's been in school, she's had a job, she's done everything. So now it's like, now her goal in 2024 is to grow her business.
Yes.
So my piece of advice to you and to whether you're a teenager or an adult, all brands should have a website. So when we were talking, Mallorie was saying, well, I don't think I needed a website, or it will be hard to have a website because it may be hard to customize their order. So I did tell her, for somebody that's ordering food or some type of sweet treat, it's actually easier because you can control what you put on your website and what people can order. So for instance, we were showing you these chocolate strawberries. So if somebody wanted the chocolate strawberries, all they would need to do is you would have chocolate strawberries at the top for their big order. Under chocolate strawberries, you would have a drop down that actually shows what they want or how they want their strawberries. So they can have it in white chocolate, they can have it in milk chocolate, they can have it in dark chocolate, they can have sprinkles on it, they can have, whatever they want. It'll be a drop down. And when I was telling her that, she was like, oh, okay, I didn't think about that, because it helps her control the order so that people aren't personally texting her, personally DMing her, telling her, I want this, 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 and this.
Yes.
That can get lost in the sauce, right? Her order can get lost or everything, or it takes the accountability off of Mallorie and more on the customer, because Mallorie can show that, well, so such and such would come like, well, no, this is what I ordered. Mallorie has proof to show that I'm her auntie, so I'm gonna come after her. I'm like, don't be coming after my Mallorie. Mallorie has proof to show that you ordered this, this, and this. You did the drop down of this. So you see how that might help your business?
Yeah.
So I'm all about teaching efficiency and accuracy, and then holding my clients accountable to make sure that they work smart and not harder. So I would say the most piece of advice for you would be to add a website, and of course, as her auntie, as her friend, as her mama's friend, I am going to help her with that. If any of you Royals would like to have a website done or help with it, again, my information is in the description box below. You can look me up, Royal Consulting, and you can have your website done as well. So that would be my piece of advice for you.
All right, thank you.
Well, Mallorie, this has been awesome. Do you have any lasting words for anybody?
Just say work hard. You can do anything you put your mind to, and yeah.
I think that's a perfect ending. All right, so thank you again for attending another episode of The Real Professional. If you have any comments, like I said, if you want to provide any topic ideas, ask any questions, all of that, be sure to comment at the below, or you can follow me again on Instagram, Royal Consulting Biz. You can send me a DM there and ask the question if you don't want it to be public. But as I was saying, for us, our social media handles, hers is also going to be, and go ahead and shout out your social media handle again.
My social media is at Mallorie Sweet Treats on Instagram.
Yep. And then it's also here on the screen as well. Make sure you connect with us via social media. And then also, if you forget, it's in the description box below. If you saw any value in this video, which I know you did, do me a favor, hit that like button and that subscribe button. be sure to go back and catch up on our old episodes as well. We have another chef on there, and then we have some beauty advisors as well that was on there. And speaking of that, 2024, there's going to be more episodes added to this podcast. Take advantage of this free advice, Royals. You're coming from straight entrepreneurs, so I mean, you don't have to. I would love for you to hire me, but at the least, watch these videos. You can get the free advice because we have been there, done that, even at 17. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
You're so cute. You just wanted to be on camera. You're so cute. Look at you. Showing out. You're showing out. Royals meet Mason. He's the cutest.